Hi guys, welcome to Kayla's 12-month update. She's actually not one yet, she's one on Thursday, today is Tuesday. But I wanted to get this update done now because my nan is coming tomorrow and then Kayla's actual birthday is Thursday. Then on Friday we're having a photo shoot with me, the two kids and my nan. And then Saturday is her actual birthday party, so I'm not really going to have any time to do this, and I know that if I don't do it early it's going to end up being like weeks late because I'm not sure how long my nan's going to stay here. So anyway, getting into it, I've got a list here. It looks like a lot, but really it's not that much, but then you know when you get to explaining each little thing okay. It ends up being like long and really long, and that's why my vlogs are so long, because I have like so many like little dot point things that, you know, milestones or whatever that she's done, and then when I get onto explaining them, that's what takes so long. But anyway, long-winded intro. To begin with, she talks in her sleep. She's like, she full on. So yeah, she talks in her sleep. She like just out of nowhere in the middle of the night, she'll just start talking. Like obviously it's like all babble, like it's not actual words or anything. But yeah, it's the most random thing. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's so funny. Her dad actually does the same though. He'll like, well, he used to just sort of wake in the middle of the night and just like sort of sit up and say something and then lay back down and go back to sleep. So I guess she's gotten that from her dad. She absolutely hates it when I leave her alone in a room. It's usually not too bad if I leave her with Kate, and like I'm not saying like, you know, if I go to the shops and leave them at home. I mean like if I leave her in the lounge and I'll go into the kitchen if I have the door closed, or you know, if I go to the toilet or have a shower or whatever. She will just scream her head off and she absolutely hates it. But yeah, a lot of the time it's okay if Caden's still here with her. But if it's just me and her, like if, you know, Caden's with his dad and I have to say go into the kitchen to cook dinner, she just will not have it. She screams the house down. She really, really hates it. I mentioned in my last update, the 11-month update, that she had started up with the screaming during the night again. Well, that has finished again, so I don't know, it flares up and then she goes back to normal and then she'll have it again, and it's so I don't know what her issue is there. I don't know whether it's something to do with maybe teething or something to do with just her, stop picking your nose. That's another thing she started doing. She sticks a finger up her nose. So yeah, I'm not sure what the whole screaming at night thing is about, but she hasn't done it for weeks now. Usually during the night. She is waking a lot during the night though, like I would say like a good 4 or 5 times. And yeah, all I have to do is flip out the boob. She finds it on her own and then we just go back to sleep and everything is fine. Around mid-June she started standing like completely on her own, without leaning on anything, just out of nowhere. I just saw her standing behind Caden's little bike thing. I may have mentioned this in my last vlog, which I shouldn't have because it's technically supposed to be in this month's update. But anyway. Yeah, and since then, she's just started standing for longer and longer periods on her own. For the very first time, she initiated a game of peekaboo. I was in the lounge room, and like I've got my lounge room here, and then I've got a door there to the dining area, kitchen, whatever. And she was just outside the lounge room on the other side of the wall. And she just out of nowhere poked her head around the corner and just said boo. And then she hid back around the corner and then she came back, boo. And then she did it a few times. But it's the first time she's ever initiated a game of peekaboo. Tantrums. She has definitely started throwing tantrums. The majority of the time, she'll just throw her head back and like she'll drop her lip, and then she'll throw her head back and just be like, and just cry with her head back. A few other times she has actually gone down on the floor and put her head down and just done the full cry and sulk. So I actually read that this is around the age when tantrums can start, and it also said that the children that start having tantrums around this age are less likely to hit the really bad terrible twos. So it's kind of like they get it out of their system now, and then when they're toddlers, they're because they've gotten it out of their system, they're not as sort of hard to manage, I guess. So that is awesome. As far as her words, as well as the ones that I already mentioned in her 11-month update, she's also saying good girl, stop, uh-oh, crash, yeah, and the other day, I don't know why Caden said it, but he said thank you to Kayla, and out of nowhere, she just turned to him and said thank you back. She just heard him say it, and then she repeated it. I cannot get over how she just picks up words just like it's nothing, like it's no big deal. Whereas with Caden, we have to say it again and again and again. Not so much now that he's got the 2 implants, but when he was this age and all the way up to him getting his first implant, it's like you literally have to drag the words out of him. Whereas Kayla, she'll just hear it and she just repeats it, and she's not even 1 yet. It just blows my mind. I cannot get over it. I cannot get over the difference between the two. As far as her walking, she towards the end of June she started taking steps completely on her own. What she would do is Caden's got this little wooden table that he eats at, and it's right next to the couch which we're sitting on right now, and she just started taking 1 or 2 steps between his table and the couch. It was more like a lunge, she sort of just lunged for the couch. But it was 1 or 2 steps, her feet actually moved. And then just and then a couple of days later, she was having a bit of a whinge. So I just called out to her, and she came crawling over, and when she got to the edge of the table, she stood up and walked around on that, and then from the table to the couch, she put her arms up to me and she walked towards me. It was only maybe 2 steps, but she did it completely on her own. Her arms reached up towards me. So that was really cool. When I say tickle tickle to her, tickle tickle, tickle tickle, she tickles herself. Tickle tickle tickle, tickle tickle. Whenever I ask her if she wants her nappy changed, she instinctively looks straight up to where the nappies are, so she understands what getting her nappy means. She knows. She's obviously what's the word, she's taken notice of every time I change her nappy that's where we go, that's where her nappies are. So mentally she's able to hear a direction, and I guess associate it with what happens when that direction is given, and if that makes sense. So I think personally, I think that's really great that she has that mental capacity to be able to associate a spoken sentence with the action, if that makes sense, because obviously Caden wouldn't have picked up on that so young. Not that I can remember. Climbing. This girl is a climber. Caden never ever did this, so I've really got to watch out with Kayla. But if she can get her leg up on it, she will climb it. So she climbs onto Caden's little wooden table. Oh, you don't want to eat that end. And I have like this little stool in the kitchen that she's always climbing on, so yeah, she can climb in and out of my bed, which is only the mattress on the floor, but I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know how thick it is, but yeah, she can climb on and off of that. Oh my god, somebody's restless. Aren't you? Who's that pretty girl? Who's that pretty girl? Caden! He's sitting there nice and quiet, aren't you?
Okay.
He's got his blanket tied around his neck like a cape. Yeah. Yes, so she's a climber. Not good. Caden was never ever a climber. And even now he's still really quite cautious, so he's not, you know, one of these kids that just climbs to the top of a bookshelf and then jumps. He's never ever been like that. A few times she loves books, like she will just sit there and look through them, and then a couple of times she's actually brought a book up to me, like she's crawled up to me with it, and she's placed it beside me and looked up at me and said, "Mummy," like asking me to read it. So yeah, loves books. The beginning of July, she started standing for longer and longer periods. Like the very first time I saw her standing on her own, it was for maybe 2 seconds. She was like completely stable, like she wasn't wobbly or anything, and then the only reason she reached out to hold on was because she wanted to start walking. But yeah, beginning of July, she's just started standing longer and longer on her own. Like, she'll just sort of, it's like she's not even thinking about it. She just suddenly will take her hands away from the couch or whatever she's standing near, and she'll just stand there. Like, one time she started clapping. Other times, you know, it's just like it's really absent-minded. She just suddenly does it without, like, it doesn't seem like she realises she's doing it. Yeah, so when I noticed her starting to do it more often and she's doing it longer and longer, I decided to test out her walking to see if like she actually would even try or if she could. The first time I did it, I had her standing with her back against the couch. I can put videos in it of it because I taped it, recorded it, whatever. And I wasn't too far away from her, like maybe half a meter, maybe even less than that. And I had to coax her with the TV remote, but she took up to about 6 steps. And then a couple of days later, I tried her out again with like a much bigger distance between us. I would say maybe 1.5 to 2 meters between us. And she did that like really great. So she's getting really good at it. But I mean, I wouldn't classify her as a walker yet. I have noticed that she will walk towards things like just out of nowhere. But it's only, you know, like maybe 2 steps that she initiates it on her own. Like, for example, I was sitting in the dining area the other day because I've got a mat in there and the kids have got some toys in there. And I was sitting on the floor in there with her, and she came up to me, and she just stood on her own. So I moved back, and she walked towards me. I didn't have to, you know, try and force her, like coax her towards me or anything. She just did it on her own. And I've also noticed if Caden's sitting on the floor and she is standing against the couch, she'll turn and walk to him and, like, you know, try to grab off his hair implants. So she is trying to do it on her own, but at this stage it's only, like, I would say it's no more than 2 or 3 steps, so I wouldn't classify her as like a toddler or anything yet. She's just, you know, in the beginning phases. What's going on down there? She tries to put shoes on. At my front door I've got like a little shoe rack, and she loves to pull all the shoes off of it. It is so frustrating. I have to pick those shoes up like maybe 5 times a day. But yeah, she'll like try to put my shoes on and Caden's shoes. It's so cute. I didn't even like think that she would realise that the shoes go on your feet. So she's obviously a lot more observant than I've really picked up on. She loves music. She will just dance as soon as she hears any music. If it's a TV commercial or if someone's singing or yeah, if it's just like actual music playing, she just dances. She's a real little dancer. Oh, and she started saying dance too. I forgot to write that on my list. Yeah, like when she's like bopping away, she'll be like dance, dance, saying dance, dancing. 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 What else? What's this one? Oh, she drank through a straw for the very first time a few days ago. So, yes, she can drink through a straw. I've been teaching her, or trying to teach her how to, give kisses. Like just, mwah. I started trying to... Yeah, I started maybe, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And, like I've been doing it with her, like kissing her and teaching her to be like, mwah. But, mwah. So far she hasn't really done it to me. Mwah. Like, lip to lip. But, I was folding the laundry. You are crazy. He can see the record button on the iPad and he's pretending to eat it. You are so crazy. Anyway, yes, I was folding the washing in the other day, and I heard her just go, mwah, and I looked down at her, mwah, and she was holding this light up seahorse toy. A bunch of you ladies already have it. You know what I'm talking about. The one that you squeeze its belly and it lights up and it plays music. But anyway, yeah, she was holding that and she was giving it kisses. Like full on, just mwah. It was so cute. Mwah. So she understands the concept like of what a kiss is and, Yeah. Mwah. And then I guess the last thing is that her crochet crown has arrived. It arrived yesterday. There you go, you can hold that. But nothing else has arrived, so I'm getting a little bit worried because there's only tomorrow, Thursday and Friday for her little birthday pettiskirt to arrive, and I've got a feeling it's not going to arrive in time, so I'm really kind of pissed off about that. But oh, did you eat that? No. Yeah, I'm really disappointed about that because obviously I've only bought it. Oh my gosh, I've only bought it for that occasion, so no. She's not really gonna get any wear out of it. I mean, I'm like not the type to just sort of stick a big puffy frilly skirt on my daughter just to like go to the shops or whatever. Like it's only for a special occasion, and I also wanted it to be able to for her to wear it in the photos on Friday. So stop picking that nose. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, but I mean I've still got 3 working days for it to arrive, so I guess we'll just wait and see. But I will get the crown. No, I won't. I can't be bothered getting it. You'll see it in her birthday photos and all that anyway. But so yes, I have to go looking for... I have a cute little skirt that she can wear for her birthday if the one I bought for her party doesn't arrive. So that's okay. But I'm going to need to go shopping for like a cute little top or like a nice little jacket or something to go with it because it's really cold here, so... Hey? She's being a grumble bum. But yeah, she's going to need something, you know, for the top half of her body, obviously. So I've got to... Oh, that's right. I mentioned that I was going to make it myself. And I have sewn something, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to put it on there. I don't know. I'm really critical of my own work. Like, you know I can sew and I can do all this stuff, but I'm so critical of my own work that it never seems good enough to me, and it always just doesn't, it just never lives up to my expectations, sort of thing. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Oh, that's another thing. We've changed it from being a barbecue. Stop it, please. We've changed it from being a barbecue into like finger foods, just because my best friend is having car troubles, so she was going to be bringing her barbecue to my house, but yeah, with the car troubles, it's just a massive inconvenience. So yeah, we're just going to go with finger foods. So my best friend is going to be bringing a platter of, like, you know, dips and meats and cheese and all that, and then I'm going to be doing sandwiches and probably like little party pies and sausage rolls, and then the lady that I donate to, you would have just got my lipstick on your hand, she's going to be making homemade sausage rolls. Holy moly, girl! You got everything in your nappy. She's a crazy girl. The lighting is really not good in here. It's like shining right down on us, so the shadows in our eyes, so it looks like we have like no eyes, but really it's just the direction of the light. She's getting really antsy, so I've got to wrap this up. But there she is. You want her, do ya? Go with your big brother. I think that is all anyways. Oh my god, she's turning 1. I can't even believe it. It's so sad. But, you know, they've got to grow up, don't they? Unfortunately. I do believe that is all for now. So say bye-bye. Look at that. Bye-bye. Say see you later. See you later. See you next time. What else? Caden starts school next week. Get off there. No. That's where the camera is.
It's not school next week.
Yeah, you gotta go to school next week.
Yes.
Yeah, school.
It's kindy now.
No, not kindy. Kindy's all finished.
Yes.
You're gonna start school.
Yes, school.
Yeah, school.
Yes.
You wanna go to school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you happy?
No, school.
No, not tomorrow. Next week.
Next week.
Next week.
Yes.
What
next
else?
week.
Yeah, no kindy's all gone. Next week is school.
Next week. School.
As you can tell, his speech is getting a lot better. Bye-bye. Good girl. Bye-bye.
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 Ah.
Say.
Bye.
Mwah. Mwah.
I got it.
Mwah. Oh, is Kayla gonna do it?
I
Good
got it.
girl. Mwah.
We got it.
She's so clever. See you next time. Goodbye. Alright, I guess that is it. I will see you all for 13 months. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your hair looks funny.
Yes.
You look like you're missing a chunk. He's got like a crazy cowlick right in the front here, so his hair always goes crazy in the front. Look, it's so silly. Look at that stupid thing.
Ah.
Oh, she scratched his face, if you can see it here. Big scratch across his cheek. Oh, she's naughty, isn't she? She bashes you.
I know, the bashes.
She bashed you. Oh no. Kayla's a big meanie.
This is me.
Yeah.
Look, it is a trashy.
Yeah.
It is a
Say,
look.
be gentle, Kayla.
Bitchin' little cow.
Good boy.
Look at her there.
Yeah. Oh! That's what she does to you, isn't it? She's so rough. And Caden's so soft and gentle with her.
Oh, it's cow cow.
Alrighty. We should go. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Muscles. Muscles, are you strong? Alright, bye.
Bye. And muscle.